Hello everybody, this is going to be my tutorial on how to disassemble and reassemble your ShengShou 6x6. Because this cube pops a lot, I've been getting a lot of requests for people wanting to know how to put it back together. I also have it in black, but I'm not going to use the black one. You might have a black one, but it's the same process as the white one. The reason I'm going to use the white one is because it's easier to see in the light. You can see the pieces more, and for demonstration purposes, it's a lot easier for me. And also because I've taken this apart before and lubed it with re-lube. I've never taken apart the black one before, so this is stock. So when we're done taking apart and re-lubing the core and all the pieces on this one, we can compare it to a stock one to see if it is actually any better. So the first thing you're going to want to do is crack the center open like this and put your thumb in. Push against this corner and pull these two pieces out. Now you want to go to this side and you want to do the same thing. Just like this. Now you want to go to this side and you want to do the same thing again. Now all these pieces should be loose and you can take them out. Just like this. Now you want to repeat the process right here. And pretty soon you'll find that pieces will start to come out all by themselves. It just takes a little bit of moving around. And this kind of cube will break apart after a while by itself just by turning it like this. Now you got to be careful not to lose any pieces because they are very small. So I do recommend you do this either over a very large area or do it very slowly as I am, because I'm doing it on a desk and I don't want to lose any of my pieces. Okay, so now you're left with something that looks like this. However, you're going to find that on the inside there's these pieces that are still stuck. You want to take all of those out as well. Alright, so now I'm going to get this out of the way. And now for these, what you want to do, I've never taken this apart before, so you're going to go along with me, is just pull a corner out. If it will come out. Yep, there we go. And just pull another one out. And pull another one out and get all your corners out. Just like this. Now you'll see that some of these pieces will start coming out by themselves. So take all of those pieces out now. Alright, now you have disassembled your cube. I'm not going to go ahead and take all these pieces out too. I don't think that if your cube did pop to the point where it fell apart that this would all come apart because that's screwed in together. So what I want you to do now is put all the pieces that are the same together. So put all of your corners together, put all of these pieces together, all of your center pieces. I want you to put all those together. I think you get the point now. And there are two different types of pieces for the wings, those little wings that we saw. One of them has a little flare on the end like this, and the other one has a bigger flare. I want you to separate those into their own pile too, as in you can put these all in the same pile. You don't have to separate these two kinds of pieces. And I will get back to you when I am done this process. Okay, so now that you've got it fully disassembled, if you're wanting to re-lube it with something other than the stock lube, you might want to go ahead and wipe all the lube off of these pieces right now. Otherwise, it will be over lubricated when you lubricate it. So the first thing you want to do is take one of these edge pieces and put it in its spot, just like that. Now you want another edge piece. Just like this. Now you want to take a corner, one that has white on it. I've already gone ahead and separated the ones that have white on them from the ones that have yellow on them. So I'm going to choose the blue, orange, and white piece, and I'm going to put the white side down. Now I will tell you that this part can be a little tricky to do, but basically as you can see, it's pretty much like putting together a 3x3 already. So now what I want you to do is take another edge piece and put it on top of that. So it's sort of like this triangle, and it just kind of locks this in there for now. Now I want you to put another edge piece down here. Just like this. Now I want you to put the other corner in, and you're going to want the white, the blue, and the red now. So now I've got my white, blue, and red. I'm going to put the white side down, and I'm going to put an edge piece in there to lock it in place. Now I want another edge piece down here. So what I'm going to do actually is put it from the top and then slide it all the way down. So I'm going to turn this just a little bit so I've got room to put it in. Just like that. And now I want to slide it all the way down. Now I want my other corner in. So I'm going to want the white, the red, and the green this time. And I want to put the white side down. And another edge in to lock it in place. Now if you're having a bit of difficulty doing this, don't worry, that's totally normal. This is not an easy puzzle to put together. So now you've got these three pieces locked in place. Now I want you to put your other corner in. Actually, before I want you to put that corner in, we're going to start building the top layer. So what you want to do is get an edge piece. Make sure this is this way to the other pieces. And I want you to put your edge piece in underneath it and kick it to the side. You're going to want to be very careful because it is very easy to move these other pieces out. So what I want you to do is to take any one of these pieces here with the yellow on it, and I want you to put the yellow up. And I want you to put it in there and kick it to the side just a little bit. Now you're going to want to hold it because it wants to come out. And I want you to put another edge piece in right next to it. And move that to the side. Now you want the blue, yellow, and orange to be here. There you have it, the blue, yellow, and orange. Put the yellow side up. You want to move this out of the way a little bit. Now you want to put another edge piece in to lock that one in place. And now you want to put another corner in. So you want the yellow, the orange, and the green piece. Putting the yellow side up. Now you want another edge piece to lock that in place. Just like that. Now you want to turn your cube this way because basically what you've got is a whole back side and these two pieces. So now you want to put this last edge piece inside there. Just like that. It can be a little bit difficult. Now you want to grab your other corner with white on it because I have white on this side and I want to place it in there. And it might take a little bit of force, but you can get it in. Now you want to grab the other one and you want to have the yellow on the yellow side, of course. Just like that. Now you can realign these. So now as you can see, you've basically built it somewhat of a 2x2. So that's that part. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start putting in these little pieces that go between this and the center piece, which are these pieces. So you've got two types of these pieces. One looks like this and the other one looks like this. One is a bit bigger and a bit smaller. And these are similar to a V-Cube 6. And I was wondering, how do I put them together? Because on a V-Cube 6, this is how you put them together. But actually the way that you sit these together is like this. What you want to do is get these pieces inside there. And an easy way to do that is to put them there and then snap them in just like this. Now what you want to do is do that for this one. So basically you want to have it built from the bottom to this one on each side. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, well I've got mine all assembled now. I did my sort of cross thing on the white side because I usually start on the white side. And if you're having trouble getting these pieces in, don't worry, that's completely normal. There's absolutely no more trick to do it than what I showed you on how to snap them in. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. So what we're going to want to do is grab one of your white center pieces. It looks like this. And I want you to put it in the center, just like that. Now I want you to grab two of these pieces, and one of them has a hook going one way and the other one would have the hook going the other way. And I want you to put those in so they fit just like this. So now we've got these 3 pieces in just like that. Now I want you to grab one of these pieces and put that in just like this. Now we're going to work on these edge pieces. So you're going to want the white and the orange edge pieces. So you're going to want to grab one of these, ones with the long stem, and one of these with the short stems. And you're going to want to fit them together just like this. Now you've got 2 different white and orange ones, so you got to make sure that you're doing the right one. And you want to put them on and fit them in just like that. Now you want to do the same on this side with the white and the blue pieces. So now it looks like this. So now take one of these orange pieces with the hooks and place it on there just like that. Now one of these blue pieces with the hooks and place it on here just like this. Now this kind of orange piece and place it inside there just like that. And the same with the blue piece. Now you want to find the bigger edge piece that has orange and blue on it. And I want you to put it in there. Now you want an orange centerpiece and place it just like that. Now you want another orange piece with the hook and place it right beside the centerpiece. Now you want a blue centerpiece and place it in just like this. Now a blue piece with the hook, place that in right beside the centerpiece. Now you want to find the smaller edge piece that belongs there, just like this. And I want you to put the cube down and I want you to put it in, making sure not to disturb anything else. So there, now you've got these together. Now I want you to find one of each of these wing pieces again. And these wing pieces fit inside that hole, and it's a lot easier to put them in if you actually turn the top a little bit, just like this. Just like that. I want you to do the same on this side, turning this so you've got room to work now that these corners are out of the way. So we put one piece in just like this, and the next piece we got to slide right beside it, just like that. Okay, so now that we've got one full corner completed, I want you to go ahead and do the rest of the corners. Okay, so I've got my bottom half assembled now. I hope that you were able to follow along with that. Basically, if you couldn't follow along with the other 3, you just go back and watch the one where I did the first corner. It's exactly the same way to do it, except you use different colors. So now we're going to build another piece. So what we want to do is fill in right here with these pieces. We want to fill in this gap and this gap. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I will see you in a second. Okay, so I've filled in this. So now what you want to do is turn the cube this way and build it from this up. So you'd start with your red center. So let's start with the red center. Put that in, and then you just want to put in the red pieces, and then, you know, just exactly the same way that you did these ones, except now it's turned this way. I want you to do that on this side and then on this side, and I will see you when I am done. Okay, so now I've done that. So before we start putting any more, now we're going to lubricate the cube. And you'll see why I waited till this point. You don't really, if you're using Lubix like I am, or even really any lube, you can wait till this point to lube the cube. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here so you can see what I'm doing. So now to lube the inside of the core, you can see that these pieces here, these corner pieces, can come out a little bit. So I want you to make sure that you're not going to pop your cube apart, but I want you to pull the corner out just like that. And I want you to apply your Lubix on that piece right there. Now I want you to put it back together just like this, and that will work its way around. And I want you to do the same over here. Just pop that out a little bit, apply a little bit of Lubix just like that, and put it back again. So that will lubricate the core entirely, just doing that little bit. So now what we're going to do is lubricate the inside layer. And what you want to do is take this piece right here that's on the inside, the piece that is attached to the center, and I want you to put a little bit of lubrication across that, just like that. Now I want you to go into this corner piece right in there, and I want you to apply a little bit of lubrication in that spot. So I'll go from this angle so you can see, just like that, and that is perfect. And we will apply more Lubix as we go along. So what I want you to do is start building, here I'll zoom out again. What I want you to do is start building this side now. So get this whole side in and these pieces in right here. And I will see you when we are done. Okay, so I've done that now. So now we're going to go on and grab our Lubix again. And what we're going to want to do is put a little bit of Lubix across this piece here, so the pieces on the outside can slide across it. So we're going to start here, and we'll apply Lubix all the way across, just like that. And that will work its way around the cube and hit all the pieces. So let's grab a yellow center. Let's put the yellow center in, just like this. Now what I want you to do is put a little bit of Lubix on that yellow centerpiece, just like that. Now grab an edge piece, or one of these pieces, and put that right beside it. Now I want you to do the same over here. Grab the orange, put it in the corner, just like that. We don't need to lubricate this stuff now because that will work its way around. You can lubricate a little bit more. I will do a little bit more because it is a big cube. You don't necessarily have to though. You don't want to accidentally over lubricate your cube because that would result in you having to disassemble it and reassemble it again because you would have to wipe all the lubrication out. So let's put in this piece, just like this. Now we want the orange and yellow small edge piece, and we fit it in just like this. Now what you might want to do is put some Lubix on the top of that piece, just like that, and that will allow the pieces that are sliding on in between this and this piece to be lubricated. So now what we want to do is we can go to another side here and we can put in the blue centerpiece. And now now we can put in this piece right here, and we can put in an orange piece that belongs there. And now we want the small blue and orange edge piece, and we want to put it in just like this. And now what we would want to do is put in this last orange piece, which is right here. And we can just pop that in there, just like so. And now we want to put in this last edge piece. It doesn't really matter which order you go in. You can follow along with me right now, or you don't have to. It doesn't really matter. And now let's put in the last orange and yellow edge piece. Okay, so now we've got it down to here. What you can do from here is put Lubix on the underside of these pieces. And now let's get all of the rest of our pieces here. So what I like to do is put in these edge pieces first. Now I put in these pieces by putting in the blue edge piece, just like that. The way you can put this in is, as you can see, it's got quite a point on the end of it. We'll put that point right in the hole there, just like this, and then push. And it'll go in, just like that. And now the same on this side. Grab your little wing piece, just like this. Put it in. And then your last piece, the same as you did on the blue side. And you have assembled your ShengShou 6x6 cube. Now you want to work in all the lubrication, so just give it some scrambles and just keep doing this, and you'll find that it will start getting smoother and smoother and smoother. And eventually you will work in all of the lubrication. Okay, so I've worked in my lubrication now, so let's grab the black one and let's just do a little bit of a comparison here. So that's stock, and as you can see, when I give it a flick, it goes just a little bit over or right at the center. And on this one, it's the same. I gotta be honest, I don't really notice a whole lot of difference. And I think what it is it's not the lubrication that makes it feel sluggish. It's just the way the cube is put together. Anyway, so I hope you have fun with your newly assembled ShengShou 6x6. I'm sure you're going to have to put it together again sooner or later because these things pop like crazy. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.